I ran 4 miles at 8:30 pace and didn't die. For context, 8:30 pace per mile is 40 seconds faster than my marathon goal. And for the first time, my brain was screaming one thing: you can't hold this. You're not built for this. But somewhere in mile 3, the panic just stopped. That was the moment my sub 4 marathon went from a joke I told myself to something I actually believed. And it all happened in 1 week, week 5. I spent 20 years obese, couldn't run a city block without my chest feeling like it was about to explode. So when I say the first 4 weeks of a marathon training block felt like I didn't belong, I mean it. Every run left me drained, empty. I'd finish and I'd just sit there staring at my watch, thinking, who are you kidding? You're too old. You're not real runner. I was hitting a wall before I'd even built the house. But week 5 hit a different. I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did, day by day, not as a coach, not as someone who's got this figured out, just as a middle-aged bloke who'd found out this body could do things his brain hadn't caught up with yet. Here's what nobody tells you about the first month of marathon training. It's brutal, and not in the heroic way. This feels pointless. Your legs feel like lead, you're tired all the time, and you're not getting faster. You're just surviving. I was just a jogger, ticking boxes, logging miles, and honestly, I'd finish a run and feel nothing. No buzz, no sense of progress, just empty. But this is the thing. Your body isn't doing nothing in those 4 weeks. It's in shock. It's getting beaten down so it can rebuild stronger. The problem is you don't feel any of that rebuild. Not yet. Week 5 is where it starts to pay out. For me, that was 42 miles, a total jump of about 10%. But it wasn't the extra miles that changed things. It was the intention behind each session. Let me take you through it. The old me would have called these junk miles a complete waste of time. If I wasn't gasping for air by the end, was I even training? I used to think that way. I was wrong. Here's what I had to learn. Monday isn't about building fitness, it's about healing. After a long run on Sunday, my legs were torn up, micro tears in the muscle, inflammation everywhere. A slow, gentle run flushes blood through all that damage. It speeds up the repair. It's basically taking out the rubbish. I stopped staring at my watch and just focused on my breathing, my form, like moving meditation. And I had to tell myself repeatedly, this is the run that mattered just as much as the hard sessions coming. No running, 45 minutes of strength work. This was the other mental shift I had. For years, I thought more running was always better. More miles, more speed, just more. But marathon training isn't about your lungs. It's about building a body that can take 26.2 miles of relentless pounding without falling apart. Injury is the biggest dream killer for marathoners, and strength training is the insurance policy. I'm not trying to get huge. I'm trying to build a body that doesn't crumble at mile 20. Here's what I did. Goblet squats, 3 sets of 10. My quads were screaming by the end. These build your engine. Walking lunges, 3 sets of 12 per leg, because running is really just 1,000 one-legged hops strung together. Glute bridges, 3 sets of 15. Your glutes are the power source. Mine were basically asleep before this. Planks, 3 sets of 60 seconds each. A strong core is a platform for everything that sits on without it. Your form goes to pieces after 2 hours. The biggest change, I started treating strength like it was important as a run on the calendar, non-negotiable. It made me feel powerful in a way running never had. Solid, strong. This was the day I started building the body of a runner, not just the lungs. This was it. The day everything changed. 1 mile warm-up, 4 miles at tempo pace. 1 mile cool down, tempo pace comfortably hard. For me, that meant 8:30 to 8:45 per mile. a good 20 to 30 seconds faster than my marathon goal. I'd never run that fast for that long in my life. The first mile was pure panic. My lungs were on fire. My brain was screaming. This is unsustainable. You can't hold this. You're not a real runner. The old me would have backed off, called it a bad day and gone home. But the plan said 4 miles, and something in me just didn't stop. I broke it down. Get through this mile, then just do that. Street light, then just do that tree. And somewhere in mile 3, something shifted. The panic just evaporated. That pace that felt insane 10 minutes ago, now it felt controlled. My breathing looked locked into rhythm. My legs felt strong, not heavy, not burning, just strong. For the first time, I wasn't just running fast, I was holding fast. Finishing that 4th mile, I can't fully explain it. I walked home feeling like a completely different person. It was the first real proof my sub-4 goal wasn't a fantasy. The finish line of a 20-year struggle, even if nobody was watching. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a run where everything just clicked? Where the pace that should have broken you suddenly felt easy? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear about it. If you're finding some inspiration in this, hit that like button. It generally helps the channel. Right. Let's get into the rest of the week. 4 easy miles, then the same strength session from Tuesday. And here's the weird thing. The run felt completely different from Mondays. My legs had to bounce to them. The easy pace actually felt easy. My body was buzzing from that tempo session, like it had woken something up. This is what adaptation feels like. Your body isn't just recovering from Wednesday, it's recalibrating. My normal had shifted. What used to feel hard now felt fine. No running, no gym. And here's the thing, I had to learn rest isn't lazy, it's when the actual rebuilding happens. All the tearing down you did Monday through to Thursday, the repair happens now. If you're anything like me, rest days are harder than workout days. The guilt, the voice telling you you're slacking. But I told myself the same thing. I told myself on Monday, this is part of the work, not a break from it. 4 easy miles, pace around 10 minutes per mile. Just moving, no intensity, no pushing. But here's why this run mattered. It was the setup for Sunday, a little movement to keep the legs fresh without draining anything. I treated it like a dress rehearsal, getting my body ready to perform. Again, the old me would have called this pointless. The new me understood it was part of the machine. 15 miles, first 5 at easy pace, building to marathon pace for the last 5. This was the test. 15 miles, not the longest I'd ever run, but the most intentional. The plan was simple. First 5 miles easy, just cruise. Then the next 5, pick it up slightly. And the last 5, marathon goal pace, 9:09 per mile. And something happened out there that I still think about. By mile 13, I was tired, properly tired. The kind of tired where your brain starts negotiating. Maybe just slow down a bit. Nobody's watching. It doesn't matter. And then another quieter voice cut through the noise. You've got 2 miles left. You've already done the hard part. Don't stop now. I held the pace to the end. It wasn't pretty. I wasn't flying, but I was still moving at my goal pace. After 15 miles, that was the moment I knew. Not hoped, not wished, knew. I got one more thing for you. Stick with me. Here's the thing about week 5. It wasn't magic. It wasn't a secret formula. It was just the week my body finally caught up to what I was asking of it. And looking back, the terrible prep, the thing that should have ruined this whole block, the weeks of feeling slow and heavy and like I didn't belong, it's actually what made this week possible. All that grinding, all those runs that felt pointless, they were building the foundation. I just couldn't see it yet. If you're in week 1 or week 3 or wherever you are and you feel like you're getting nowhere, keep going. The breakthrough might be closer than you think. I'd love to know what's the workout that changed everything for you, or if you haven't had it yet, What impossible goal are you chasing? Share it in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.